This morning, Amanda Knox failed to clear her name after returning to an Italian court for the first time in over a decade in a slander case linked to the murder of Knox's roommate, Meredith Kercher. NBC News chief international correspondent Keir Simmons was inside that courtroom today. Keir, good to see you. Walk us through what happened here.
Well, Amanda Knox flew all the way from Seattle to the courtroom here in Italy, the first time that she'd been inside an Italian court for 13 years, believing that she would put this last accusation behind her. It wasn't to be. The judges came out at this lunchtime and said that she was reconvicted in this slander case. Now, this isn't the murder of Meredith Kercher, which she was originally convicted of, served 4 years and then acquitted on appeal. But this is a case in which she is accused of accusing another man, Patrick Lumumba, of being involved in that murder. Now, she says that the interrogation by Italian police without a lawyer present involved her being hit, for example, and told, remember, and that she was under pressure and that therefore she made these allegations under duress. A European court said that her human rights have been violated by that interrogation, and yet, stunningly, frankly, this court in Italy decided that, in fact, she was guilty after all. She will have to pay court fees. She will have to pay compensation. She was convicted and sentenced to 3 years in jail. But, of course, as I mentioned, she's already served 4 years, so she will not be back behind bars.
And, Keir, what can you tell us at all that we know so far about Amanda's reaction to this?
Well, she was clearly devastated, frankly. When we were in court, she was embraced by her husband. She wiped away tears. She sat down for a long time. I spoke to her lawyer after the conviction, and he said that she was simply too emotional to come out and talk to us. She had talked about the fact that this was a chance to fully clear her name, finally, and she hasn't been able to achieve that. And that, I think, has had a real impact on her today. Now, there may be an opportunity to appeal, her lawyer tells us. It depends on what they see and what on the judgment. We don't have the full readout of the judgment yet, but for Amanda Knox, who's all of these years has fought to declare her innocence, and that battle continues.
All right, Keir Simmons, thank you very much.
Let's talk more about this with NBC News legal analyst Angela Sinadello is here to help us break it all down. I think we're all having flashbacks right now. I mean, it's been a decade since she was officially exonerated. As Keir mentioned, 2011 was when that appeal was overturned. I was working in Seattle at the time. I was there at SeaTac Airport when she landed on U.S. soil. What is this conviction here? Why does it matter? Explain to us what's going on here.
So this is surprising, just given that the human rights violations were found previously and that everything else was overturned. But I will say that this charge in particular is very specific. It's not just general slander, general defamation. It specifically regards making a false statement that results in a criminal investigation of someone else. Also, I would say the victim here is very different from the victim in the murder charge. Here, this victim has maintained their relationship with the prosecution, is still involved, and is still hoping to see this conviction today. So the slander charge means that what she did say to the police, even if it was under duress, wasn't necessarily fully recanted in her handwritten statement that was made a few hours later. So a few hours after these first two police statements that had been typed up, she did write and say that what was made before was kind of under this sense of duress, but she didn't really say that what she had, the accusations made before, were false. So I think that's where this distinction lies.
So, and more details on that is that Knox alleges she was coerced into accusing her former boss of the murder. Then the European Human Rights Court agreed with her. It said her rights were violated. How does that impact this, and how is that related to this slander conviction?
Right. So this is based on the two police statements that were first typed up and written, and Knox signed those statements, and that was the basis of her first criminal convictions. So when this entire case was overturned, this single slander charge was retried with the condition that only the second handwritten note that she gave after that was to be considered in this trial. So not those police statements that the police had typed up, but her own handwritten notes. And in that handwritten note, allegedly, she didn't really recant everything entirely. She didn't say what I said before was totally wrong. I'm no longer accusing Patrick Lumumba. She just said that what had happened before, she was under disorientation. So she didn't fully recant it, according to the prosecution here.
A lot of folks might be looking at this going, well, slander. In America, don't we usually treat that in a civil court? It's different, though, in this situation in Europe, right?
It is very different. Also, Italy has a lot of criminal slander charges going at the same time. Frankly, journalists are often put behind bars, where in this country, that is not something that tends to happen. And also, this exact charge of making false statements that result in investigations happens frequently. And again, it is somewhat straightforward in Italy. It's, was there a statement made, and was a criminal investigation opened? And did that criminal investigation result in that other party not actually having any culpability? So that's what happened here in this slander charge. Again, very different victim from the murder charges, and this victim is still involved. And he says that his life was also ruined by all of this, that he spent 2 weeks in jail and had to move away because of all of the attention that continues to surround him.
Amanda did not have to be in the courtroom today, right? But she was, as we just heard Keir also describe, being able to see her reaction in real time. What do you make of her deciding to make the trip and be in the room?
I think her statement, from what I have seen, seemed very powerful and a real attempt to clear her name. So even though she doesn't have to do additional jail time, she still is involved in this saga. And her trip out there was a statement that I felt was powerful for her own defense, to show that she really did want to clear her name with finality.
All right. Angela Senadella, as always, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app, or follow us on social media.